Are you tired of spending countless evenings by yourself? Do you get lonely whenever you're surrounded by tons of people? If you said yes to either of these things, then I have just the thing from you, a new remedy straight from the Drifter himself. The Lonesome Sidearm, my new favorite weapon in Destiny. Like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content in the future. Hello Guardians, my name is Xscallion, and today I want to talk to you about another sidearm. Yes, I've made a few sidearm videos before, but this one is pretty special to me because it's a sidearm I never really thought I'd see myself using until now. Now that it's got the Season of Arrival's watermark, and it's going to last for the next year or so, I thought it'd be good to farm me a roll, and it didn't take too long to get the roll that I wanted. Now, this isn't what you would expect to be necessarily the god roll, but it's great. It is the most consistent sidearm that I've used. Of course, you know, we do have Traveler's Chosen coming soon, but being a legendary, this is such a consistent sidearm, and there's lots of good options. The Unanimous Autumn is one of my favorites. We have The Last Hope, The Last Dance. Enigma's Draw is not too bad. And of course now we have the Fool's Remedy, one of the best sidearms, which I thought was the best until I started using this sidearm. Now, being able to figure out what sets this sidearm apart from some of the others was, well, relatively easy once I actually got a look at the base stats. This sidearm has insane stats across the board. Impact is 51, the range is 69, the stability is 63, the handling is 40, the reload speed is 29 with a zoom of 12. The aim assistance is 86 base and the recoil direction is 90. That is almost perfectly vertical. Rounds per minute are 260 with an 18 round magazine. Now, it's got 18 rounds in the magazine because with the stats the way they are, I elected to go with the backup mag mod, and it's great. It lets you spam this weapon for quite a while. But going over the actual roll that I'm using, and let me tell you, like I said, this is not the god roll by any means. The roll that I'm using has small bore, appended mag, full auto trigger system, and opening shot, and I can change opening shot out for multi-kill clip should I choose to do that. Now, whatever it is that makes this so consistent, I think it's got something to do with the aim assistance and the recoil pattern. Being a full auto, if this didn't have as good of a recoil pattern, it would be kind of useless, but it's really easy to lay on the trigger and just continue to get your shots relatively accurately. I get a lot of precision kills with this weapon. And today, on this video, I'm choosing to run it with Way of the Trapper, Top Tree, Hunter, the Void Hunter, to get the invisible dodge, and I'm also pairing that with the Wormhusk Crown. So if I get into a gunfight, I dodge around a corner, I get some health back, and I'm invisible. And I'm able to use this, the perk with opening shot makes it really easy to get my shots off first. Now, there are a couple things that I would like to do differently. I think small bore is okay, but I think I would choose ricochet rounds over appended mag just to get the higher stagger on the enemy. And also, I didn't tell you this, but the masterwork on my weapon on this roll is a stability masterwork, which is pretty good. Overall, I have nothing to complain about with this. And I've been using this, let me see, I started using it the day Iron Banner started. So on Tuesday evening, whenever I started playing Banner, I masterworked this, slapped on the Crucible tracker, and I went in. That was Tuesday. This is Wednesday evening, and I have 410 kills with this thing already. It's really, really consistent. I cannot stress that enough. Now, you're not going to be hitting any crazy long ranges with this thing. For a primary, you know, it's not a scout rifle, it's not a pulse rifle or an auto rifle. So you can pair it with what you want to pair it with. I've used Beloved with it, but I'm actually electing to use Polaris Lance with this. Polaris Lance is a great high-impact exotic weapon with Zen Moment. It's got the Dragonfly, that's just an added bonus, but the great thing about Polaris Lance is if you're stacking your precision hits, you're constantly getting ammo back in the magazine. I really, really like high-impact scout rifles, but as of right now, there's not really any in the energy slot to choose from, so Polaris Lance was a good option for me. I played around with some symmetry a bit. I also played around using No Feelings, which is one of my favorites. It's a full auto scout rifle. But Polaris Lance and this weapon, they just meld really, really well together. Now, part of what makes this so special for me is the fact that I find myself wanting to jump in and engage multiple enemies at one time, and this weapon allows you to do it pretty readily. The fact that it has opening shot, whenever you start shooting somebody, you get some crazy damage, some crazy accuracy, and the damage numbers are pretty good with a decent impact on this weapon. But what I like is, being a hunter, I feel like if I was using a Warlock or a Titan, this would be very different. It probably wouldn't work quite as well. Because what happens is, I'm using Wormhusk Crown. I told you that before, and I'm also using Top Tree, Way of the Trapper, Void Hunter. And so that's doing three things for me. Every time I dodge, I reload my weapon, I get some health back, and I go invisible. What does that mean? Well, what that means is, with opening shot on this weapon, every time I reload and I re-engage into a gunfight, it resets opening shot, so the accuracy and the handling go up the roof time and time again. I feel like if I was playing on Warlock or Titan, this probably wouldn't be as possible as it is the way it is right now. So I think I'm going to like to keep using it like this. Now, I said before that this might be my new favorite weapon, and I kind of mean it. It's really, really fun to use. Not apart from being kind of triggering. I know a lot of people maybe don't like getting dominated so much by a sidearm and a Polaris Lance of all things, but it's working out for me really well. And I am also, like I said, pairing it with the tethers, so if there's a bunch of enemies on a zone, I'll pop the tether, I can go in, pick them off one at a time. It's just really, really consistent and really good for staying in a fight. I was so shocked by how good this sidearm is. And I'm still shocked telling you about it right now. As of right now, I don't really see myself stepping away from it anytime soon. I'm gonna keep doing this. This is great. And also the fact that sidearms and scout rifles also pair as void, the void items on the armor and stuff like that. You know, sidearms and scout rifles are together. So they pair really well together, and I can use the enhanced targeting for both at not a very high cost. Not to mention the unflinching aim. This is a really good combination. I suggest you give it a try. And yes, I'm playing on console, but don't let that scare you from trying this anywhere. This is a very consistent sidearm. It's very, very fun to use. I genuinely have not had this much fun, and I always have fun playing Crucible, and this is something special. That being said, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. Got a new job, got a promotion at my place where I work, and it's going really well. And that's why I haven't been on as much lately, so I'm going to try to be making more videos here pretty quick. We have the new season coming around the corner very soon. There's a lot to be excited about right now, guys. With that being said, Guardians, Godspeed.